Hello, it is I, your boy Gomi, and it has been a night. We are closing out the night of the most historic UFC card up until this point, and is this going to be the greatest card of all time? Did it live up to the hype? It lived up to the hype, but I don't think it was the greatest card of all time. So did it live up to the hype? No, but it's a great card. Best card of the year by far. And it was just solid all around. Lots of finishes, lots of fun fights. One fight was a stinker, but I'm sure we all saw that coming. At least I did. But I'm going to make it a quick one because, oh God, it is so late in the damn night because, oh geez. Imagine if I got my wish of 5 title fights. I like to mention I drive to my friend's house to watch these. We all do. And it's a 30 to 40 minute drive. So, yeah. But yes, let's break it down. Let's get into it. The first fight of the night was Deiveson Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt. Fight played out a lot like it thought it would, except Figueiredo had a lot better grappling than I anticipated. I'll also be straight with you guys. I did horrible tonight in betting. Horrible, awful, horrible. And it wasn't because I was picking fighters. It was because things just weren't going right. Like, for example, this one. Even though I had Deiveson Figueiredo to win, I had the fight to go round 3, so yeah. But fight played out, like I said. Basically, Deiveson Figueiredo and Cody Garbrandt are both lower volume than what they used to be, but Cody Garbrandt absolutely had a speed advantage. Figueiredo, though, had the grappling advantage in his back pocket. Once he was able to get down Cody Garbrandt with one takedown, that was all he needed to control him and eventually get the rear naked choke in the second round. Bobby Green pieced apart Jim Miller for 5 rounds. This is the one I really hit that did not hit very well. But yep, I thought Bobby Green would be more compromised from the KO. Turns out he was not. His KO against Jalen Turner, and he was just on point. Jim Miller really struggled with the speed. He did good with the leg kicks, but I felt like he needed to go more to it, a lot more to it, to really start to affect Green. Jim Miller, he tagged him twice. He tagged him really bad, and honestly, if he was just able to follow up, which he needed to, because which he needed to do by cutting out Green's movement, if he was able to he could have landed the shot needed to take out Bobby Green. But Bobby Green was too on point. He was starting to hurt Jim Miller in the later rounds, and he just busted him up and made a red fountain, just honestly outclassing him. Unfortunately, Jim Miller could not complete the trifecta of wins at 100, 200, 300, but he was able to get the fights on them. Next fight, Jessica Andrade versus Marina Rodriguez. I'm gonna be honest with you, I had a very bad day, and I didn't get to see this fight other than the very end, so I can't comment on it much other than looking in the stats and seeing, oh God, they threw a lot. They threw a lot of strikes. Jessica Andrade appeared to be the more accurate, and like I said, Jessica Andrade got the decision, so I called that and I got 100% correct. Didn't bet it, wish I did, but oh well. And the dumbest moment of the year goes to Jalen Turner, which is my lock of the night. Jalen Turner, he hits hard. He really, really hits hard. He hurt Moicano. He dropped him twice, did he not? Yes, he dropped him twice. No, he dropped him once. Whatever the case is, he hurt him twice, and then he dropped him. Absolutely tried going for the walk-off KO when he should have went for the finish. And lo and behold, the very next round, Moicano turns it around, gets him on the ground, and just beats him up, and Moicano gets his first knockout. Oh, Jalen Turner's probably punching himself for that one. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't even want to say, yeah, no, it's the perseverance of Moicano. I was going to say, I want to say it's due to dumbacy of Jalen Turner, because he did have him dead to rights, but still, nah. Moicano was able to come back, recover, he's able to eke out the win. Great job from Moicano. Shame he didn't get the bonus, though, because somebody snagged that other performance of the night we'll be talking about later. And next, Sodiq Yusuff versus Diego Lopez. I thought if this turned into a firefight, Sodiq Yusuff was going to crack harder. It turns out I underestimated Diego Lopez's power. The fight played out exactly how I thought it would be, with a swing and bang, but the guy I didn't think would get the better of the exchanges got the better of the exchanges. Diego Lopez, when he cut in close, his uppercuts, his clinch strikes, they were just far nastier than anything Sodiq Yusuff had. He just absolutely floored him, only landing Sodiq Yusuff only landed 2 strikes. Diego Lopez landed 29. 26% significant strikes he landed, 81.2% significant strike accuracy, just an absolute firecracker, just swang them bang to the end. Kayla Harrison, not only did she make weight, she looked damn good in her fight against Holly Holm. Absolutely brutally exploited Holly Holm's weakness on the ground. I eked out that submission. I almost took that submission for plus 550, but oh well. Kayla Harrison just proved to be a force, an absolute force. When she got Holly Holm on the ground, elbows, landing shots, busting her up, bloodying. Hey, Kayla Harrison with those elbows is nasty, and if she could keep routinely making 135, which she was able to do no problem here, she is a force, and I like her chances at a title shot, to be honest with you. Why not? They're going to give Juliana Pena the shot against Raquel Pennington. Give Kayla Harrison the winner, honestly. Give her the winner. I like her spots in that matchup. Her grappling is vicious and deadly. Great job and a great debut from Kayla Harrison. Not much to say about this fight. It was a bad fight. It was an awful fight. It really was. I had the over 2.5 locked. I was on the Kattar train. Oh well. Aljamain Sterling just really... He's just out of touch. Yes, he won. He got the W. And a lot of people are going to argue that's the best thing. It's not always the case. I'm sorry, but in UFC, it's not a meritocracy. Look at Bilal Muhammad. Look at him. You're gonna go down the same path that Bilal Muhammad does. And Bilal Muhammad at least has a knockout recently. Aljamain Sterling really had Calvin Kattar dead to rights. I underestimated Aljamain Sterling's wrestling, and I overestimated Calvin Kattar's takedown defense. The second Kattar, as it got to the ground, Aljamain Sterling was able to control him, and honestly, Aljamain Sterling could have finished him. There are 2 spots where I was like, submit him, and he just chose not to, and that's going to cost Aljamain Sterling in the end, because look at a guy like Justin Gaethje, who lost horribly in the main event. Highlight reel knockout loss. Is Justin Gaethje going to get cut? No. In fact, you know what? Even though Gaethje lost, guess who got that 300K that apparently Aljamain Sterling and Calvin Kattar didn't give a damn about? Because I'm going to trash talk Aljamain Sterling, but make no mistake, it takes 2 to tango, and this shitty tango, but one dance partner was Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar didn't improve his takedown. Like, he knew he was going to get taken down. He didn't improve on it. He didn't work on it. He didn't look that great on the feet, to be honest, which as well, too. I really wondered what Kattar's game plan or what he was doing in there. He wasn't landing shots. He wasn't committing on power, and he was terrified of the takedown. It just was not a good showing from Kattar, and it was a boring showing from Aljamain Sterling, but he got the W, but good luck getting that title shot. But speaking of getting a title shot, I think Yuri Prochazka will get knocked out by Alex Perry again. But whatever the case is, he knocked out Alexander Rakic, and this was the main thing I needed. I just needed to see a Yuri KO to make me feel better. I love that. Yuri Prochazka was scaring me. Rakic was actually coming out. He was actually fighting for once, and he was landing a lot of shots on Yuri. Yuri's defense was poor. Striking defense was poor. But wherever the case is, Yuri was throwing. Yuri did exactly what I said. Rakic, he was committing on shots, so I can't say he fought exactly how I thought, but Yuri did. Yuri walked him down. Rakic, yes, he may have landed some good shots, thrown some leg kicks, and he was throwing, but it didn't matter because Yuri walked him down. It took a beautiful 1-2, straight 1-2 that beat Rakic's looping punch, and that was all she wrote. She got a takedown, forced him down to the ground, and just ground and pound. Herb Dean really wanted to get the over on that fight, so he let it go on for a little too long. But whatever the case is, Yuri Prochazka is back with a beautiful knockout. Loved it. And Bo Nickel took out Cody Brundage. He was a little hard on himself. I thought it was a good performance from Bo Nickel. You're not going to steamroll every guy, and you kind of did steamroll Cody Brundage. Cody Brundage just seemed like he was screwing around there. Yeah, he landed shots at a good clip, but like, really power shots? No. Did he really put Bo Nickel in any danger? No. The only thing that Bo Nickel could boo is that he didn't take out a bum like Brundage in the first round. But here's the thing. You still took him out. You still took him out like he was a bum. Make no mistake. I'm not gonna trash Bo Nickel's performance whatsoever. It's a great performance. He can't beat everyone in the first round, and I anticipate good things from Bo Nickel. He stayed calm the whole time. His submission attempt didn't work the first time. He didn't panic. He didn't gas himself out. He went again. I thought it was a good performance from Bo Nickel. And I was right. Arman Tsarukyan with his beautiful axe kick. I just wanted to highlight that. Jesus Christ. All my buddies, we were trying to see if we could get our legs up that high. I won, but make no mistake, I did not get it as high as that. But yes, Arman Tsarukyan fought how I thought he would, but I'm surprised the fight went to a decision. I'm really shocked about that. But yes, Arman Tsarukyan, he was not afraid to fight in Charles Oliveira's guard. I honestly feel Gaethje and Dustin, if they fought in Charles's guard, probably could have had some good success. The Hellbows, the absolute Hellbows, busting up Charles Oliveira. Good ground and pound. I thought it was a solid fight. And even on the feet, Arman Tsarukyan was exploiting Charles Oliveira's awful defense. He doesn't move his head. So Arman, did he throw any looping shots? He just threw straight shots down the middle, 1-2 down the pipe. He was throwing hooks down the pipe. Like, yes, he was altering so he'd throw hooks down the pipe, and his axe kick straight down the middle, and it still hit Charles. Charles had some good power. He had some good moments. He had a few spots where he got like submission attempts on Arman, and he got a little dicey, but Arman was smart. He was composed. He held himself, he defended well, and again, he was able to get the W. I don't think it should have been a split decision. I mean, the stats speak for themselves. Arman doubled Charles Oliveira's strikes. He doubled his significant strikes. No, he was 4 times the significant strikes, and he got 2 takedowns. Charles didn't get a single one. I thought it was a great performance from Arman Tsarukyan, but he got sniped for the title shot, in my opinion, by this guy, Max Holloway. Now, as you know, 3 of my favorite fighters are fighting the card. One, which is Yeti. In this fight, even though I rooted for Gaethje, I've said it, it's on point that both Gaethje and Holloway are my top 10. I was just watching this fight to enjoy. I really needed the over 3.5, which hit. But man, that was a beautiful performance from Max Holloway that I didn't anticipate. Gaethje fought calm and reserved like he normally does. Like, not normally, but recently we had the patient Gaethje, but I feel like we maybe should have got the crazy Gaethje. But we had the patient Gaethje, choppy at the legs, and he was landing good shots. But Max Holloway, it wasn't even volume, death by 1,000 cuts. It wasn't like just he overwhelmed them. It was sniping. He was calm, patient, intelligent, picked his shots well. That was just a beautiful performance all across the board from Max Holloway. And then, oh my God, they just stood. They just decided, you know what? Holloway won, I think, almost every round. Maybe you can give Gaethje one round, the round where he knocked down Max Holloway. First person to knock down Max Holloway. But Holloway just said, no, we're going to fight to the death. And they did. That's the stuff that Sean Strickland always tries to do. But no, that was it. Gaethje, he could have fought safe and saved himself the humiliation. Holloway could have fought safe and gotten the easy decision. But no, both guys said 10 seconds. Let's be goddamn warriors. Let's be goddamn gladiators. And they fought to the death. If you watch that back too, neither guy took a step forward back. Neither guy stepped back, just shot after shot. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Like, it was like, the thing is, like, Gaethje, like, he just got hit in the nose. He got, like, busted his nose up, and he was, like, doing well. Gaethje landed at a 51% clip, landing 103 shots. Every shot for him was a significant strike, by the way. But Max Holloway, also, every strike from him was a significant strike. Max Holloway's just busier and more accurate. I think Gaethje had a power advantage, but not by much. And Holloway, he had the speed and precision. It was just such a good fight. Such a good fight. The violence square now. I don't know. I have a violence pentagram. Get Max Holloway to fight Michael Chandler somehow, please. Get that fight to freaking happen, please. So we can complete this violence pentagon. Because you have Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway, who have all fought each other. Dustin beat Max twice, and he beat Gaethje. But Holloway, he beat Gaethje and Oliveira. But Dustin, he lost to Oliveira, and Charles also beat I love it. I love it. This is a great fight, and Max is going to be the BMF champion. Next fight is going to be Zhang Weili versus Yan Xiaonan. It was a good fight. It was a solid fight. It played out Striker versus Grappler, and the Grappler won. Zhang Wei Li just straight up got the submission and choked her unconscious very beginning. I think it was round 1 or 2. Very much choked her unconscious, and Yan Zhanao still kept going, fought to the end, and Yan Zhanao knocked her down. She got some good shots on Zhang Wei Li. Her striking was very on point, and Zhang Wei Li's striking was decent, but she clearly was at disadvantage, but she powered through it. She used the wrestling. It was a little boring at the end, but the first couple rounds were really good. It was a solid performance, and Zhang Wei Li has defended her title. Oh, well, that slides out of order. Oh well. But I just gotta say, man, I'm just very much impressed with Zhang Wei Li's adaptability, and I'm very much impressed with Yang Zhanao's striking. I would like to see her come back. I would like to see her fight someone else and challenge for the title again, because I think that was solid, especially seeing how Amanda Lemos was just completely lost against Zhang Wei Li. Yan actually had a few takedowns. She was 3 for 3 in takedowns. So Zhang Wei Li defends her belt. And there's not much to say about the main event. Jamal Hill knocked out in the first round by Alex Pereira. Jamal Hill, he looked solid. He did. Also, I was on the wrong end of this, and I'd like to mention, even though I didn't bet Alex Pereira, I bet either Alex Pereira get a knockout in the first round in first 2 minutes, or to go over 1.5, and he got a knockout in 3 minutes. God damn it. But wherever the case is, I gotta say, Hill looked good. He looked solid. He was countering the leg kicks well. He got hit a few times in the legs, and he was setting up his shots well. It was just one momentary lapse of judgment. He lost focus for 1 second, one shot, couldn't take it, floored him. How the hell Bruno Silva survived against Alex Pereira but get knocked out by Chris Weidman, by the way? But yes, absolutely one shot, and that's all it took, man. Alex Pereira is too dangerous. That left hook is too deadly, and I hate it. I really wanted to see Jamal Hill versus Yuri Prochazka. That's a fight I wanted for a while. I also wanted to see Yuri Prochazka versus Jan Blachowicz, but Alex Pereira soured all those matchups. Alex Pereira defends his belt, and he is the light heavyweight champion still. And he got highlight reel knockout on UFC 300. So, I gotta say, first milestone on the channel. I hope that I'm still doing this and I still have the channel going by the time we get to UFC 400. I hope and pray for that. And I just want to do a special thank you to anybody who's subscribed and following the channel. Was UFC 300 trash? Absolutely not. You should know at this point, that's just a hyperbole. That's just something I do. It was a great card. It is a great card, a legendary card, and it was the best of the hundreds in my opinion. I do think it was better than 100 and 200. I thought it was solid. Great fights all around, some great upsets, a knockout of the year, highlight reel KOs from a big star like Alex Pereira, Bo Nickel making a name for himself, Yuri Prochazka. You just love to see it. It was just a fun card, simple as that. It was a very fun card. Max Holloway's walk around 600k richer. Gaethje still is 13 for 13 on bonuses. 13 fights, 13 bonuses. He got a bonus in losing, and yeah. I just thought it was a magnificent card, and thank you so much for watching. Once again, let me know what you think of this card. Let me know what was your highlight, and let me know when you started watching UFC, man, because I started back at UFC 66, and it's insane that I've watched, God, I can't do math. I'm 34, 130, 234? 234. I've watched 234 UFC events. Not all live. I missed a few. I missed 250, and I missed a lot in between whoa. Is whenever GSP first retired, I missed a lot. But regardless, 300, that's a milestone. And once again, this has been your boy Gomi. Bye-bye.